Good evening, YouTube. Welcome back to Play the Hits. We're coming at you with a third episode of Doom. Nick, on a scale of 1 to metal... Oh, wait, I already asked that question, didn't I? Nick, what's your favorite metal?
Slayer.
Slayer.
Sorry, I thought you were going to ask on a scale of 1 to 10 how ready for this are you, and I was going to say 6, 6, 6, but
6, 6.
whatever.
Ah, that would have been great. Next time. I like Zinc. I feel it's very underrated.
So, let's see here. What happened last time we played this?
Well, we've opened up a portal to hell, and it's at the top of this giant tower here, and so...
Oh, right, we got to get into the Eye of Sauron.
Yep.
I remember now.
And away we go. Now, this is about as far as I am in my other save, where I, just kind of got ahead and started to get a feel for the weapons and the controls and all that good stuff, so...
Good, so...
we should be getting the double jump fairly soon, which is nice.
Yeah, no telling where the next Hell Knight's going to arrive, jump out from.
Yeah, well, if last episode was any indication, I've already forgotten that, so...
Wait, hold on. Double jump? That's not exactly something I associate with this series.
Oh, yes it is. Don't lie to yourself.
I mean, was that not the coolest thing ever in Metroid Prime, where the double jump was the high jump boots?
Right. Yeah, that worked out
well. Wasn't that a clever integration?
It was, and it really helped with the platforming and from a first-person perspective, and it's just kind of the same thing here. I hear bitches. Yeah. We're also about to do our first challenge thing. So these are scattered throughout the world. You can take on these optional challenges, and they give you kind of weapon upgrades and other fun bonuses. So let's see here.
Okay.
Rune Trial. Weapon shotgun. You have 10 seconds to kill 15 enemies, and you get plus 2 seconds per kill, plus 4 seconds per glory kill, and if you do it, you get something called Vacuum, which increases the range that you can absorb dropped items. So here we go.
So we've suddenly become Rogue Legacy.
Sure.
Another terrific game, by the way.
I think I've heard you talk about that a little bit before.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They released an update for the first time in 4 years.
Is that right?
Solid game. Solid 2D hardcore platformer, but hey, it's no Hollow Knight. Oh, I'm getting flashbacks to when we were playing Destiny 2.
Yeah. We got it. Look at this.
Oh, okay, so it gives you more time. Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Come here, you. Where's your friends? Tell your friends about me. We got it. We got it. Yeah, nailed it. That wasn't even a challenge.
Well, that's probably because it was the first one.
The first one, yeah.
Right.
They'll get worse as we go along. Don't you worry about that. So, Nick, what's new with you this week?
Well, let's see. Since last time, I put a deposit down on the Pupperino, so another 20 days, and we've got ourselves double dogs in this house.
Oh, Nick, you mean Knuckles Jr. is gonna come home?
Knuckles Jr., huh?
Knuckles Jr.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna call him, Knuckles. I mean,
That's right.
what would you think of as Duncan as a middle name?
Duncan?
Duncan.
Who the fuck wants a dog named Duncan?
A middle name. I mean,
Knuckles Dunk. Okay, all right.
Knuckles Duncan Francis.
Knuckles Duncan fuckamaniac. I like it. And I'll see you guys later.
All right, I'll see you later, Knuckles. So yeah, anyways, what do you think about Duncan?
Duncan. That's not a bad name for a dog.
I've narrowed it down to Flint, Duke, Duncan, Dio, or Brutus.
If he's Duke, he better well be like a police dog, so...
He's gonna be a servile boxer. May have partial brain damage. Ooh. Hello.
Well, hey guys. Hey Nick. How's it hanging? but
Looks
seriously,
like we've got ourselves
they're experiencing a level of torment that we can't even begin to imagine.
Boy, what kind of hellish demon would inflict this kind of...
Oh boy.
Hey, rocket launcher.
Look what we got. This may be one of those games that ends up being so much fun that we end up having to do the sequel when it comes out.
You know, this game has been out for how many years?
2015, 16? Boom.
About 2 years. I haven't heard anything about a sequel. Is it actively in development?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. They just started showing it off.
Oh, well. And the sad part is I'm actually trying to keep that. Ooh.
Yeah, you gotta be careful. Yeah, you gotta be careful with the rocket launcher for that reason. Let's pretend that didn't happen.
Okay, cool. Game definitely deserves a sequel. When are they getting on the Duke Nukem Forever sequel? You know?
Why you gotta bust nuts here, Nick?
It was a. I was gonna say it was a good idea that was poorly executed, but
it wasn't even that. They should have just left it in development hell and made Yahtzee's review the official review.
You know, it's so funny because when he did that review, I was one of those rubes who actually started trying to find that game, and I didn't realize it was a joke at the time.
That's hilarious. You know, he had some great ideas for it that really should have been incorporated into the real game. I don't recall what they actually were, but they were freaking hilarious.
I believe one of them involved using the L2 and the L2 and the R2 sticks to independently wiggle his eyebrows.
That's right.
That was one of them. And it seamlessly blended, what was it? Action-based platformer, FPS, and RPG team-building elements all at the same time.
Come here, you fucker. Oh, shit. God damn it. Okay, you know what? Let's use the rocket launcher not in close range.
Like seatbelts, rocket launchers kill more people than they save.
That they do. Okay. Third time's a charm.
3 strikes and you're out. You strike me as a little bit rusty. Has another game or two been taking up your time this week?
Oh, nice. I will take that bait and spring right on it. 2 games, as a matter of fact. As you well know, since our conversation last week, Dragon Quest XI has come out, followed immediately by Marvel's Spider-Man, which, you know, everyone and their mom is playing. And with good reason. I mean, starting with Spider-Man, because that's the game that I'll finish first, it really takes the tried and true kind of Arkham style of superhero gameplay and takes it up to the next level. It really does. Spider-Man controls so fluidly. It's like a dream. The web slinging mechanic is the best like open world transportation that I think I've ever seen. The combat is extremely challenging. Especially if you've gotten like really used to the Arkham Asylum style of combat, and you've still kind of you've still kind of got that in your head as you begin. Like, I've been trying to hit triangle to dodge constantly, and it's circle in Spider-Man. But not only that though, he operates at like a completely different skill set than Batman does. His is completely agility based, whereas Batman is more rhythm based. And so it's the same kind of control style, but hey, where the fuck do you think you're going?
Different emphasis.
Yeah, different emphasis, and as a result, it feels like its own beast. Okay, so
What's
we're
that
gonna go
thing?
down there. That's just one of those little upgrade deals. We're gonna go down there. Jeez, why does Doom Guy keep trying to kill himself? Every time I go to a railing, he tries to leap it off into an oblivion.
I'm assuming the marker is getting inside his brain, right? No, I'm thinking of something else.
Oh yes.
So I gotta ask.
I just kidney punched that dude. But yeah, it's an extremely good game. It's so addictive just to move around the city and fight crime that I've actually mostly done only side stuff.
I thought you were gonna say you made your own Spider-Man suit and. Okay,
yes,
never
that
mind.
too. But that'll be revealed at a sexy Halloween party.
Oh, that's coming up, isn't it?
It is.
I'm just gonna go as the Invisible Man.
I'll just pull out a beer and like share it with you throughout the course of the evening. So how's it going, Nick? Great costume.
Oh goodness. So I gotta ask, are there any achievements for taking people to the hospital in that game?
No, but great story behind it. You remember Web of Shadows, where Spider-Man is just yelling, "Someone is going to the hospital, please, sir."
That is one of my favorite stories.
Look, man, I don't want any trouble.
It's not even my story.
Yeah, Cody Agla just yelling, "Someone is going to the hospital."
I'm Spider-Man, and someone is going to the hospital.
Come on, man, we're sorry.
As he just punches through the windshield and grabs someone. You'll do.
He's trying to start car accidents to get that achievement. Oh, great stuff. But yeah, no, Web of Shadows I thought was a extremely decent game. It was far from perfect. It had its kind of glitchiness and unwieldiness and everything, but I still thought it was probably the best Spider-Man game to date until this one came out. I mean, this game is so good that it kind of transcends the superhero genre. Like, even if you're not really into superhero games or the Arkham games, if you just like a really, really good action game, then you would definitely find something to enjoy about this. Let's see here. Let's start with Heat Blast. I like how he just punches the robot to get the upgrade.
I have feelings.
Please, sir, I can feel pain.
Why? Why was I programmed to feel pain?
But yeah, that's kind of my early impression. The story is, kind of your generic superhero stuff, but that's really...
Look,
what
you want to swing around buildings and throw webs on shelves.
You want to fucking go out and Spider-Man, and this game lets you do that. Yeah, it is absolutely phenomenal, and I highly recommend picking it up.
Now, did you hear the story about the marriage proposal through that game?
Yeah, where the guy snuck it in as an Easter egg, and then the girl dumped him before it got released. That's super impressive.
For his brother?
Oh no, I didn't hear that part. That sucks.
There's the cherry on the.
Oh man. Well, and now all of their dirty laundry is just being aired for the entire community that bought that game.
Oh right. Yeah. So, well, I mean, I've never really understood that whole ritual of, hey, would you like to spend your entire life with me? And oh, by the way, there's 10,000 people, watching, so don't say no, or you're gonna look like some sort of ice queen.
Right.
I've just never been a huge fan of I mean, I guess some people like those kind of grand, big, dramatic gestures.
Right,
but,
the ballpark proposal.
Yeah, that's exactly, on the Jumbotron, but I don't know, I feel like that's, a really important decision, and if you want to just be like,
shit,
can I have 5 minutes to think about it? Hey, you're on the Jumbotron.
Yeah, right. The people are waiting, honey.
And it looks like that harlot of a witch said no, folks. Let's all boo her and throw our cheap $2 beer at her.
Right. Or if you showed up past 4 o'clock, your $10 beer. Good times. But anywho. No, the ballparks in America are a scam. Don't get me started.
Bring your own food.
There was the last pro sporting event I attended was a Steelers game, and there was this dude who was 6 feet 7 inches tall, and he looked like he should be playing for the Steelers, and he was sitting right behind us. And no joke, this guy in the middle of a ballpark pulls out a Tupperware container filled with a lean fillet of salmon and about a pound of broccoli, and just inhales it in about 5 seconds. I'm like, okay, yeah, I don't know what I was expecting. This guy is carved obsidian, but still, it was kind of funny to watch. Here I am sucking down my foot-long hot dog while freaking world's strongest man just inhales this broccoli and salmon in front of me.
Well, those no food laws are like the speed limit. I mean, they expect you to go a little over.
Yeah, right. And technically, you're not supposed to do that, but my thought is, what security guard is going to stop this, demi-human? There's got to be a secret somewhere around here. This just seems ripe for it, doesn't it?
That's where I'd had one. So Spider-Man sounds wonderful.
Yes.
Though, admittedly, it's not necessarily my cup of tea. I feel like it got burnt out on that genre of the...
I was going to say, like I said, though, even if you're kind of over it as a genre, you should pick it up, if nothing else than for the experience of it. It is... Whoa, hello. I got trapped between that dude's shield and the enemy behind me. I was like, why am I not moving backwards?
Yeah, it felt like someone was behind you punching you in the kidneys.
Yeah, I seriously like couldn't move backwards. So I just tried my hardest to kill him.
So, and like I said,
Oh, son of a
looks
bitch.
cool. If it ends up on Steam for $20 or so, I'll probably pick it up.
Here's the thing. I'm guessing it's going to remain a Sony exclusive for quite a while because it's made by Insomniac and Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man. So my guess is we won't be seeing a PC release in the near future. But it's one of those games anyways that you pretty much have to play it with a controller. So, I mean, it's definitely worth getting on the PS4.
So, wondering if we can see if we can segue here. How is Dragon Quest XI? I've got this secret, like, self-destroying urge where I want you to convince me to play and invest in this 200-hour experience.
Oh, dude, I don't need to convince you. It is Dragon Quest and nothing but Dragon Quest. If you like the absolute pinnacle of JRPG goodness, then you will like Dragon Quest. And you know where I'm coming from. Like, out of the two games, that one is going to be the far more permanent and far-reaching gem. Because not only is it, new Dragon Quest for the first time in several years, but it is also probably the best that series has ever done in a long-running and storied tradition of being excellent. So,
oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And this is me only being like about 7 or so hours into it, and intentionally so, since I knew I wanted to play and beat Spider-Man before I got really into it. But even in those first 6 hours, the level of detail in the world, the story crafting, the voice acting, the combat, it's all just so spot on that it would almost be hard to go back to an earlier entry in the series, because not only does this game do what they do, but it takes it to this like fully realized level that the series has never been before. Even with Dragon Quest VIII, which kind of brought Dragon Quest into the 21st century, both figuratively and literally. But yeah, Dragon Quest XI just trumps it in every possible way.
So it's the Dragon Quest of the post-Witcher 3 era.
Yeah, in an era where The Witcher 3 is kind of the gold standard of console RPGs, Dragon Quest XI comes along and makes the case that, the old styles of RPG can still be relevant.
That's funny, because a lot of the reviews that we're seeing basically said what we predicted, which was essentially everything old is new again.
Oh, okay. No, that's actually really good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, well, that was my selling point. Much like, what was that other game that came out? My Name is Setsuna?
I am Setsuna, yeah. My name is Setsuna. My name is Earl.
Hi, everyone. My name is Setsuna, and I'm a Squaresoft game that didn't sell very well.
Yeah, I tried too hard to be Chrono Trigger and could never quite reach that height.
But no, that was pretty much exactly what my only experience with the Dragon Quest universe was Dragon Quest IX, which I played with you,
which admittedly was
DS.
Which admittedly was a fun game, but and I shared this with Max. It still didn't quite capture what Dragon Quest is really all about, because it tried to be a portable, cooperative experience first and
with
foremost.
like a quasi-community kind of thing.
Exactly.
Which was fine.
Yeah, and it did have a story, and it had that usual Dragon Quest charm, but it never reached the heights of like Dragon Quest V or Dragon Quest VII.
Right.
Or 8 for that matter.
So yeah, I
love this part. He just starts trashing his generators.
Hey, shut him down.
He's so pissed.
How does this get us to the Eye of Sauron, by the way?
Well, it's basically the demon hordes and the hell portals are drawing power from these things.
Oh,
and
right.
Samuel Hayden wants me to, gently deactivate them so that he can continue to use them once I've cleaned up this mess. Doom Guy's just saying no.
What is that?
This thing's actually not too bad. She just kind of flies around summoning other enemies.
Okay, it looked a lot more intimidating though.
I mean, if you get too close to it, it can hurt you, but It's not so bad.
So anywho, yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Like for the last 5 days, I've been fighting off the urge to
Dude,
buy
don't fight
Dragon
the
Quest
don't
11.
fight the urge, man. Just do it. It's so good.
I'm trying to finish my moral run now. I'm
It's,
thinking once I'm done with that, that'll be my next project.
okay, I was gonna say it's not just that it's good; it's that it's so good that during the opening animation sequence, I actually started crying.
Well,
It just stirs up. And again, having begun playing Dragon Quest on the NES when I was a kid, before like I even could complete one of the games, I don't know, just hearing the old familiar theme and just seeing, like, fully realize the vision that this series has always had.
At is that it seems like the game has just hit this kind of progression of natural growth towards the betterment.
Well,
as opposed to like Final Fantasy, which has
Yes.
been like all over the place.
Well, and unlike, and that's kind of the point, is that the reason that opening intro got to me so much is that it was clear right from the moment you booted it up what kind of experience you were about to have. And whereas Final Fantasy feels like it needs to crucify everything that made it so memorable in the first place, Dragon Quest almost stubbornly refuses to let go of tradition, but instead polishes the tradition to its absolute shiniest. It is a wonderful game.
One of the things, and again, my experience with it is not as much as I would like, time being what it is, to be able to devote to projects.
And
one of the things I've always...
Go ahead. I was going to say, and the fact that even the shorter Dragon Quest games are going to run you about 20 to... And these are like the NES and SNES ones.
Right.
They're still going to run you like 30-plus hours. Dragon Quest 7, which I highly recommend getting for the 3DS, and just taking with you every time you have to get on an airplane or a train, is probably the longest RPG I've ever played. To get through the campaign, and there actually aren't that many side quests until the very end. So I didn't do a whole ton of side questing. To get through the campaign was close to 140 hours for me.
Yeah.
I know, and by the time it's done, you're ready for it to be done. But in a strange way, it actually doesn't wear you down. It's not like, okay, just end already.
Mario Odyssey was kind of like that. Wasn't that the Dragon Quest game where you fought God at the end?
Yeah, that is one of the only side quests, is that you can take on God. Or in the 3DS version, the Almighty.
Of course. Yeah, one of the things I've always admired about that series, just kind of through osmosis, is it very much is aware of what its identity is.
Yep.
You pick up a Dragon Quest game, you know what you're getting into.
Absolutely.
Even though I don't like all of Hideo Kojima's games, I like that it has his stamp of his personality as opposed to like some sort of designed by committee gray blah.
I was going to say, Hideo Kojima has nothing to do with Dragon Quest.
No, I meant like Hideo Kojima game, I'm sorry.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you're comparing it to it.
Yeah, well, like, okay, whether or not you like his games, which...
Right.
I meant like maybe 1 in 3 that I enjoy. I at least like the fact that I can identify that it's one of his games.
Yeah, you can always tell when you're playing a Kojima game, and this in the very same way you can always tell when you're playing a Dragon Quest. I mean, it's so like lighthearted and pleasant. The music is beautiful, and they do the music with a full orchestra now, which is just amazing to listen to.
What are a couple other games that you can think of that have that like unique, very small group of creator-driven drive?
I think of like what's his name, like Suda41 or something like that. The guy that does like,
Killer is Dead or Killer 7 or something.
Yeah, and the
Suda
ones with Travis Touchdown. What are they called?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I don't play a lot of his games, but they're super identifiable.
The Yoko Tamaro games with the Nier series is the same way.
Yes.
This is the ones I can think of offhand. That was a good one, by the way, with, that's gonna bother me now. Pseudo 51? 47?
Yeah, Blink 182, I think his name is. Dude, remember in high school when fucking everyone thought Blink 182 was so edgy?
And, gosh, yeah. Well, I went to Catholic school, now that I think about it. Yeah.
Well, then it was really edgy.
back when The Simpsons was, considered edgy at times.
Dude, in my like 13-year-old brain, Blink 182 was like the ultimate form of rebellion. It was
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I've ran into 30-year-olds who still think Linkin Park is edgy.
edgy,
So.
yeah. Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits, fart, turd, and twat. Yeah.
Are
And
we talking
that's-
about Linkin Park?
No, that was Blink 182, but I'm
Okay.
just saying I can still sing that song, which tells you what kind of kid I was. So,
Oh god, I feel like I lost the thread of what I was talking about with. Oh, that's right. I was going to conclude my thoughts on Dragon Quest by saying, I know I've hammered on this point a little bit, but I was looking up more reviews of Dragon Quest XI, and not only am I happy that I'll get the chance to go and play Dragon Quest XI, but that it'll be
Dude.
one of the better ones in the series.
yeah, probably the best. And again, it's way too early for me to make that call. But I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of it, I find it to be the best in the series. Because again, it builds off of everything that made Dragon Quest VIII such a great experience. Hello. It takes what 7 did and it makes it a little bit less obtuse, which isn't a bad thing. And again, I really enjoyed 7. I really want more ammo, but I guess I should do a little bit of health, considering how killable I am right now.
Yeah, the thing that I was going to say was what I find myself surprised about is I know I've kind of hammered on the art style, but as I read more reviews, I started to find that it was surprisingly endearing. I do really actually kind of like the
Akira Toriyama.
That's right. I happen to come around on that art style.
The Dragon Ball Z style, yeah.
I enjoy the fact that it's so noticeable. I mean, yeah, granted, everybody looks like Trunks and Bulma, but it's still charming.
Well, I was gonna say I was one of those weird kids that really got into Dragon Ball Z much later, and so my first Toriyama experience was actually with Chrono Trigger. So that makes it even more nostalgic for me because you know how much I love me some Chrono Trigger.
Here's where I find things get
Was I
weird.
just here?
There's blood all over the floor, so I'm gonna guess.
I feel like I was. Is this where the challenge? I think this is where the challenge was. I'm pretty sure.
Here's the thing that
okay.
my brain
Just
being contradictory. Yeah, that's where the rune was. So I know this is a contradiction. Whereas I kind of have come around to enjoying the art style in the Dragon Quest games, I still never quite liked it in Chrono Trigger.
Really?
I don't know why I can't come around on that.
It wasn't really noticeable with the sprites. I mean, if you only really got the Toriyama look if you played like the PlayStation or DS version or Steam version, as it were.
Oh, I don't know. I got it on that PlayStation version, the one that they bundled with Final Fantasy IV.
Right. Yep.
It's still a fun game, though strangely enough, I've always been kind of on Chrono Trigger. I think I've played through it once, and
don't be talking smack about my baby.
different strokes, different folks, my friend.
Except with Chrono Trigger.
I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying I just, for whatever reason, could never get into
And
it.
I'm saying I will fight you. No, I love you, Nick. But I will actually fight you.
I'm thinking of picking it up on Steam now that it seems to have gotten a couple more upgrades. Admittedly, I've never played through the bonus content that the DS had, so there'd be a reason.
It was it added quite a bit to it. Like, you know how overpowered you felt by the end of the main game?
I hear this kind of puts you back in your place.
Yeah, I mean, it's not super challenging. Like, you're not going to lose sleep over it. But at the same time, it actually justifies getting all that sweet equipment.
Yeah, aside from some weird variations on fighting lava, you never really needed all that gear.
No, not at all.
I think the most difficult thing you could do in that game was fighting lavas with, was it Chrono and Beryl at the very beginning?
Marley, yeah.
Marley.
And even then, once you like got to level 75 or so, that wasn't even too big of a challenge.
Yeah, but 2 party members, that was a bit of a...
Oh yeah, I mean it wasn't without its challenge modes, but even the most challenging stuff in that game wasn't terrible. All right, let's dance, you fuckers.
So
Hell Knight.
Oh, hello.
No, maybe not. I thought I saw him. I'm sure he'll show up.
They like to make their presence known, and it's been about that long. So.
Boom.
Ooh.
Berserk time, baby. Come here, you.
Oh, I thought you were low on health.
No.
Get back down here.
Come here, you. Do it. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna put. Oh, I just fucking punched a Hell Knight into oblivion. Did you see that?
That's what I thought it was. Yeah. You can only really identify them by like the skulls, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So changing gears here a little bit. As of today, I finally 100%ed Mario Odyssey.
Oh, nice. That didn't take you too long at all.
Yeah, I chewed through that. I gotta say, the first 90% of the game was terrific, but it did feel like it started to drag towards the last 10% there.
Yeah, when you're like buying power moons, yeah, I can get that. And then, as if to kind of add insult to injury, all that happens is you go to the Mushroom Kingdom and they give you that little fireworks show.
Well, it is the journey, not the destination.
That's exactly how I felt about that game. And yeah, the only place where I really got frustrated with that game were some portions of the darker side of the moon.
The dark side of the moon and the darker side were just ugh.
I kind of enjoyed like the boss rush mode against the Rabid ripoffs, but some of the platforming in that
you know what?
And for one power moon, that was terrifying.
It was a multi-moon, wasn't it? I think they were both multi-moons, both for beating the Brutals and. Yeah.
But still,
again, it was
thing, yeah.
Yeah. No, I did not like some of the remixes on Dark Side of the Moon, particularly that one where the bullet bills chase you and you don't have your hat.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that one was not
I remember
fun.
that part. Yeah, and again, I get that the whole point of that was to challenge your knowledge of the physics of that game. So I mean, it's not like anyone was twisting my arm to do it. So ultimately, I don't consider it a negative. If Nintendo wants to craft something super challenging into their game, that's just there for people who are really dedicated to it, like I ended up being, then that's fine. So.
Yeah, well, I get you there.
It would be like saying Super Mario World was a shitty game because I didn't like the special stages.
Well, there's a difference between I can't beat it, it's a bad game, and legitimately bad level design. Now, as I understand with that particular stage, you had to go down to the lower level, had to long jump like 15 times consecutively, pixel perfect jumps to get across and get out of there, right?
Possibly. I don't remember.
Yes. I had to do it 2 nights ago, I remember.
I missed a field drone. God damn it.
Hey, that's what replay value is.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'll probably, between episodes, just revisit some of these stages and see if I can get a few of the upgrades I missed. But that's okay.
Anywho, though, that was excusable. I mean, again, it only took me about, like 30 minutes of maybe 20 minutes of retries before I finally got it. What part...
I probably spent close to 2 hours on that, damn.
It was frustrating, but beat it eventually. What was the part on Dark Side of the Moon that gave you the most trouble? I'm sorry, Darker Side of the Moon.
Actually, believe it or not, it was right at the beginning, fucking swinging through those things as they dipped into the lava. Like, I couldn't line up my jumps properly. I don't know why. And the more I did it, the more frustrated I became. And so it was just kind of like a vicious circle.
So it just kept on compounding. I'm angry because I can't do this. I can't do this because I'm angry.
Right. Oh, shit.
Oh, well.
That was funny. That's why we need the double jump. Which we're about to get. So.
You did eventually beat it, though, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. My problem was the Pokio part, where you're the bird with the beak.
Those parts were annoying, too.
That was unacceptable.
Because sometimes you can just, like, mash the pecking thing, and it'll just screw you over. Like, just the physics of it.
Right. The thing that I didn't realize until, like, an hour in was that if you shake the controller, the bird jumps twice as high.
Right. Yes, yeah.
That never comes up in the frickin' action guide. You have to just shake the controller to find out. Or throw the controller, right? Ooh, what do we got here?
We got a dead motherfucker. That's what the super shotgun is for.
Trailer.
Yes.
Revenant.
Yes.
Played by Leonardo DiCaprio.
in his greatest performance. Who else do we
It
got?
was alright.
Why am I being afraid to jump down here? I'm fucking Doom guy.
You'll be fine.
What chance do these punks have? Do you fucking know who I am?
Yeah, but anyways,
Hello, another one.
Oh boy, they just threw another one at you. So is this guy?
No. They threw me at him.
Is he as strong as the Hell Knight, or what's his gimmick?
He's just got more firepower. So whereas the Hell Knight comes and tries to beat you into submission, he'll try to blast at you.
Oh, he's like the Brute then. Okay. From Dead Space, because I guess that's what this.
That's
game is
your point of
reminding me
reference, yeah.
Yeah. Or the Brute from Halo, or the Brute from Mass Effect 3, which
Or-
I guess all did this. I guess if you name
Or the Brute from The Last of Us.
Yeah,
Or
I guess
the
when you
Brute
name
from
them,
Left 4 Dead.
Brute, you just kind of have to. You've been typecast. Like if you name your kid Jeeves, he's going to be someone's butler.
Yes. It's like Seinfeld said, you pretty much panned out his future at that point.
Yep.
You don't see too many Jeeves on the street, sticking people up for money. I'm sorry, sir. I'm going to have to mug you.
Actually, I was reading an article about a year back. I guess Britain has had a bit of a shortage of traditional butlers because China is buying them all.
Huh.
Yeah. In between, I guess, stealing DNA from minorities, rounding up Muslims in re-education
All right.
camps, and burning down churches. Hey, there's two sides to every story.
Meanwhile, how's, I have nothing positive to add to that.
I was also reading a story about how Chinese officials are bashing coffins.
Wait, what was that?
Because
Sorry,
they-
it cut you off for just a second, and I'm not sure why. What were you saying?
Oh, I'm sure we both know why.
It was blatantly racist.
No, I was gonna say, oh, well, that's funny. We got a copyright strike in China. No, there's. I was reading this fascinating story. They're running out of places to bury the dead in China.
Oh, love
So
it.
they're basically saying you can't bury your dead anymore. So they're
Bring
buying
out your
people's
dead.
coffins for $200, and then if they don't agree, they'll just go in the house and they'll smash up the coffins.
Sweet. That sounds like China.
Well, I mean, we've got our own fair share of problems. I just find it interesting. You would think that the rise of technology would kind of be the death nail for authoritarian regimes, but it seems like it's been extraordinarily helpful.
Yeah, you would think.
Didn't Sweden just all of a sudden swing to a far-right party in its latest election?
That's a good question. It doesn't sound like Sweden, but it's possible. Shit, where are they? Ugh. Shit! No!
Kills for
I
kills for
lost them.
time.
Damn it. Okay. So let's actually try to see where they all are.
Hey, I'd rather be playing this challenge than that frickin' bouncing game in Mario Odyssey.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, would you like to play Mario Kart? Well, too bad. You're going to play as an obese seal and bounce around on this track.
So my goal here is just to pound as many of them to death as I can in order to get a little extra time. Okay, where the fuck are they?
Spawning.
Yeah,
Why did I finish your sentence? I knew what you were saying.
right.
You knew what you were saying.
Okay. I did this last time without much problem, so apparently I'm just,
So it looks like we got this initial group here. There we go.
Okay, now where are they? Okay.
You know, this bonus game would be a lot better if the music was the music from Donkey Kong 64's bonus stage.
God damn. This is not that difficult. Yes, that would be great.
This really does kind of take me out of the Doom experience and makes me feel like I'm playing a rare game.
Do do do. Do 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 do. Do do do. Do 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 do.
Okay, now are you doing Donkey Kong or the opening to Snake Eater?
Do 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 do.
Or Metal
Do,
Gear?
do, 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 do,
Okay.
do.
Speaking of Metal Gear Solid's intro, you know the reason you don't hear that anymore is rights infringement lawsuit?
Really?
Oh, you don't know this?
No.
No, it turns out it's suspiciously similar to a Russian symphony that was written.
No kidding.
And yeah, I'll shoot you a video later of a side-by-side comparison, but like all the major music beats between that particular piece and Metal Gear, like it would have to be a heck of a coincidence. I think Hideo Kojima even came out at one point and said,
God damn it!
yeah, I might have subconsciously derived, inspiration from that at some point, which I can understand.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So where the hell are they all? Just gonna punch to death all these chumps. It's kind of like the Doom guy's just swinging as fast and as hard as he can.
Now you're going to find them all, but you're going to be low on health.
Right.
So
You're right. Holy shit. Well, at least I didn't find them all.
it looks like it looks like they spawn in particular areas and that they're not going to spawn around you like the first two.
Right.
I'd like to welcome everybody to our new channel called Rage Quit.
Right. This could be an episode of Get Good at this point.
It's just one of those things that shouldn't be as difficult as it is, and yet it is.
You know, it's really not that difficult. Like I said, I think I did it on my first try last time.
Complication by contemplation. Now you got to go up.
Yep. And we're fucked. Ugh.
So it looks like it's just taking you all the way around the arena.
Okay.
By that logic, they should be over there again. Well, there was one.
Boom. We got
Oh,
it.
thank God.
There we go. Just kidding, everybody. We apologize for this slight momentary diversion.
Hey, what are we at time-wise?
I think we're at about the 40 or so minute mark.
Okay, cool, cool.
Somewhere in there. So let's see here. The
Chris,
problem with this game is it really, you lose track of time quickly in it.
Chris, did you ever have braces as a kid?
I did not. I have perfect teeth. Thank you very
You
much.
did not, huh? Huh. My adopted sister tomorrow gets braces.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, I feel bad.
She's looking
but
forward to that.
she got spacers in today and says she can't imagine how it'll feel worse.
Oh.
I reassured her,
Oh,
just wait.
It'll get worse. Don't you worry. Oh, shit. God damn
Hey,
it.
what's that thing? Oh, you already broke it. Right? Yeah.
I think I broke most things. Alright, so what was I doing here? Okay. Down. And there we go. Cool. We made it.
I think I'm going to have a hard time explaining to Rex in a couple weeks that he's not going to be an only dog anymore.
Oh, God, Nick. You don't love me anymore.
So, I'm supposed to eat this rabbit. It's a puppy, Rex, just like you were at one point.
I don't remember that. You're lying, Nick.
Fake news. Fake news.
You're all fake news. Oh, shit. Whoa.
What?
You like that
Excuse
redemption?
me, what?
I just fucking defied gravity for the win. That's what.
I'm going to make a YouTube account and comment and say that you just went ahead and split the video.
Yeah, right. Fake. Fake lols. I will not be able to do that twice.
Yeah, I know, right? It was like earlier this week when I lost my Xbox controller for the computer. I threw a ball to Rex, which bounced off of his nose, hit a poster on the wall, which fell down, bounced off the couch, knocked over the water pitcher, which knocked over my cup of water, which happened to conveniently spill right on top of my controller that was sitting there at the time, right into the battery pack.
Well, did you see that Microsoft is releasing a grease-proof Xbox One controller?
Yeah, I did see
for
that.
us, you know, hygienically challenged gamer types.
Why does Microsoft feel like they've always got a crap on their fan base?
Right?
Well, why do they get that confused with, like, being
Where are
one
you?
of the guys? Do you really have to kill him?
Couldn't hurt.
Ooh, well, they got you in a pincer there.
Yeah, no, they don't.
It was like that weird Halo webcomic they did that seemed to, like, make fun of the Halo fanboys that were their lifeblood for, not Microsoft, but, you know, the game division.
Right, yeah. And, you know, it's one of those things, too, where it's no secret how toxic, like, those, you know, competitive shooter fan bases are. And so they can either own it and try to laugh about it, or, which is kind of funny because that's what the fan base hates more than anything, is the idea of someone laughing at them.
Nobody wants to be laughed at with their escape mechanism from reality.
Exactly.
And not trying to be snide, but like once that bastion goes down, you're
No, but I mean it's an outlet for like fucking 12-year-old spoiled kids to be complete racist twats online. I mean that's just ridiculous.
Isn't there like a current controversy about that right now with what game company is it? League of Legends or something?
Yeah, someone is like banning players en masse for like abhorrent behavior, which is kind of funny.
Well, it could be anywhere. It was something specifically where I'm gonna look this up real quick. There's my open tab to remind me to uninstall GeForce Overlay later.
Oh yeah, don't let that thing drag you down anymore. I can't believe I was using that for as long as I was. Just because I was too lazy to learn about OBS.
Yeah, I mean, you can't learn about what you don't know, right?
I learned things.
Why is Assassin's Creed Odyssey, the more I see of it, just makes me think it's God of War.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of going for that vibe, isn't it? Or maybe you're just thinking of 300, which in its own way was kind of God of War-esque.
Yeah, a smidge. Okay, now this is bothering me. Someone might pick up the rights to Kingdom of Amalamalamala. Be interesting.
Come here, boy.
Okay. Well, the best place to go when I want reporting that's overly dramatic in the video game sector is Kotaku.
Oh, Kotaku.
I don't want to use the term virtue signaling, but oh, that's not Kotaku at all. That's Kotam.
What's that?
It's a lot of strange pictures of things that have nothing to do with what I was looking for.
Hentai database, gotcha.
No. You're thinking of some... Yeah.
I'm thinking of 4chan. Never mind. You know, okay, I mean, that's actually 4chan at its best. So I should be careful about how I speak. Tactical scope, really don't need that. Stun bomb sounds kind of nice. Remote detonation, lock-on burst. That seems like a good thing to have for that rocket launcher. Tight. Can't believe I missed one of those. Actually, you know another thing that I haven't been doing?
What's that?
Upgrading.
You should. This game is terrible because it's just
So
the shooting isn't good. And...
Increases how long demons remain in stagger state. I don't really need that because I'm pretty aggressive about getting them.
Yeah, you're kind of killing them immediately.
Increase the value of ammo received from the... You know, I think I'm actually going to go with this because that way I'm going to keep this for a little while because it all kind of comes to me then. There's going to be much better ones down the road here. So that'll be nice. All right. So now, Nick, we have officially gotten further than I was in my trial save.
Ooh,
so,
uncharted territory.
Yeah, so forgive me if it suddenly seems like I have no idea where I'm going.
Because I suddenly start to tank. Yeah, I gotcha.
Hello.
Okay, you know what? I'm not looking for this anymore. Somewhere on the internet, there was gaming controversy somewhere. Take my word for it.
Right. Somewhere a YouTuber has just uttered a racist phrase or something. I know I'm supposed to go the other way, but I'm just wanting to see what's over here. Besides
well,
this
yeah,
kind of...
look at those red glowing eyes.
Yeah, right, the train with the foreboding face.
Did you see the Phantom Train battle in Final Fantasy XIV?
Final Fantasy 14? No, I didn't.
14. Yeah, it was delightful. They basically did like a thing at some point where like all the raid bosses suddenly were up against bosses from Final Fantasy 4 to 12.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, hey,
like,
look,
yeah,
there she is.
Looks pretty much like a monster.
Nah, she looks fine. She's beautiful in her own way. She's not getting around too good these days, huh?
I thought she was a robot. Right. Or is it like one of those humanoid robots?
Kill.
You would think.
Kill.
You would think.
Must kill her. You know, if I saw a Doom guy coming at me, even if it was from a layer of bulletproof glass, I would not be very confident. Hello, new gun.
Ooh.
And welcome to the
Oh, that's just a super shotgun again.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, I've seen this before.
I already got that, guys. Come on. Wait, can I dual wield them?
with this technology,
Nope.
able to convert pure hell energy into
I guess that was just in case you didn't get it the first time.
it powers this facility.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. I mean, the first time was kind of like a bit of a secret-esque location.
Providing all
Right.
the energy your family needs to live a
See anything else?
productive life on Earth and the surrounding colonies.
Looks like you're good. I mean, I'm gonna guess they didn't hide the BFG in here.
I'm thinking like a little Doom guy statue or something. Apparently, we're
This
just
would be
really
a-
bad at picking up secrets.
I don't know. I feel like this is also kind of like a really dark game, so it makes secret hunting a little difficult.
You know, you just reminded me. I was looking at our YouTube videos, and I noticed it was a little bit dark. So I'm gonna go ahead and hurt my eyes a little bit, and go ahead and up the
Colorblind a bit.
brightness a little bit. Where's brightness? Where's fucking brightness?
Oh, well, that got significantly brighter all of a sudden.
Really? Because I did nothing.
That's weird. Maybe Discord stopped acting like a butt.
Is it gamma? Is gamma brightness?
I'm not sure.
This is some exciting YouTube, I know. Gamma monitor, full screen resolution, all that good stuff. Field of view, chromatic aberration. Sure. Advanced?
Welcome to Crank That Card YouTube. It's a series where we show you how to get the most out of your graphics card.
Or if you have a GTX 1080, just set everything to max.
Have you seen the reverse opposite? It's this YouTube channel that cranks settings down to their absolute lowest.
Yes, potato mode. It's great.
Yes, that's right.
I
Tell me you saw
assume
the,
that was it.
Witcher?
Oh yeah, it definitely seems brighter.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So hopefully that'll make a difference.
It's not like we're playing a survival horror game. I mean, honestly, when a game says like, okay, welcome to adjust the brightness, adjust it so that one symbol is invisible and the other is just barely visible, no, I never do that.
Yeah, and especially again on a monitor like this too. It's pretty sufficient.
This is a significant upgrade, I think.
That's good.
A significant tweak.
If it's too bright, I can always go back too, which is nice.
Yep.
Suck it. Dude, plasma rifle. Eat my gooch. Fucking die already. Yeah. Doom guy,
Wow,
baby.
that's Spectre, that's right, that's what they're called, Spectres. You know, if this were being played
Hello.
on the 2DS, they'd be displaying all the names in the bestiary on the top screen.
Right.
That'd be nice. I never realized how I could never live without that from a Castlevania game after they did it that one time.
Oh yeah, that was nice. And the 3DS Castlevania.
Yes, with the constant map and bestiary and whatnot you could cycle through, that was spiffy.
Hey, you know what's gonna happen to this chick? Where is she?
Chainsaw.
Oh yeah.
This guy just wants to get out of here.
Please, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, I missed a power up. Well, I guess we
Well,
can
at
still
least-
see what it does.
At least you don't
Quad
have to
damage.
worry.
Fuck that. Oh, I guess I was too good. I didn't need quad damage. Come on, I want to shoot something. I just want to see what it does. I just want to see what it does. There's something
What
to
does
shoot.
it do? Oh, quad damage. Yeah, I wonder what it does.
Forgot to upgrade my suit too. So area scanning technology. I have 5 of these to spend. So equipment system. Let's see. Decrease recharge duration for equipment. That sounds nice. Increases total number of equipment charges. No, not close. Not close. Area scanning. What's that? Item awareness. That doesn't seem
not
like
the items you're
something.
looking for. Wait, so what was that? Secret senses?
Decrease explosive barrel and environmental damage taken. That sounds nice. Power-up effectiveness. When power-up wears off, a blast wave is released. That's cool.
What was the one for finding secrets? Forget it.
There was one for finding secrets?
Yeah, I said it like twice.
Oh, secret
there
sense.
You go.
Yeah, okay, I guess that was probably worth getting just to get the secret sense one then, isn't it? But what was this one here? Decrease, you know, I'll just get good. Let's do the secret.
Avoid the barrels.
Yeah, right. You won't
No,
have
now I
that
need 2
problem
more
if you
points.
just don't stand in front of the barrels, Chris.
I mean, I really haven't seen a lot of barrel kills so far.
Yeah, if it's been splash damage, it's been of my own doing, generally.
Yeah, and if you do die, it's mostly from falling off of a thing or into something hot.
Yeah. I'll fire a rocket at myself.
Really,
Now-
it's user error.
What was the game where you could do the rocket launcher jump?
I want to say it was Halo.
Oh, this is gonna be be a fun little treat here.
Huh.
Oh boy. Hello.
All right, it worked.
Yes, worked. All right. This is what we're doing, Nick. Hello.
Oh, we should be here. Good. I need this.
Yoink. What?
You're
Come
only
on.
1 point away from getting the.
Oh, weapon
Upgrade
upgrade points too. Shit. Okay, I should have been
Boy.
spending this all along. Sorry.
This is a regular RPG now.
Yep. Charge burst or explosive. I don't usually use the charge burst. Let's do explosive shots. Speedy recovery. Nice. Increases the size of the explosion. Nice. Remove the loading time for explosive shot. Also nice. But let's see what some of my other ones are. This is my super shotgun. Faster reload.
Uranium coating.
Nice. Shots penetrate through targets. Nice. Micro missiles reduces the amount of ammo cost of micro missiles. Nice. Heat blast.
Chris, they're all nice. None of them are going to be like, oh, you got to use double ammo now.
Yeah, right.
Damage halved. Gun is heavier.
Happening. Sorry. Quick lock. Lock onto demons much faster. I'm not gonna really do much with my pistol, so let's go back to my shotgun because I use that so much. Let's start with that.
May want to keep a couple points in reserve for when you get a better gun.
Okay, so cluster strike. Getting a direct hit with an explosive shot will spawn cluster bombs that deal additional damage. Mastery challenge. Get 20 direct hits on imps. So as long as I just keep my shotgun equipped, I'll
You'll
eventually
get it.
get that. Yeah. I forget which
That's
ones are
cool.
imps. I think imps are just like the little ones that are everywhere. Pick that up.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Argent energy. Is there Argent energy around here? That'd be nice. Heal. Give me heals. All right, we'll get to the next checkpoint. We'll call it an episode. As much as I hate to, I always love
It is one of
playing
those
this game.
games that's hard to come up with a good stop and start point, right?
Yeah, it is, you know? I thought the tower presented itself nicely before, but... let's walk down here and see if there's a secret, or...
Yeah, I kind of forgot that's what we were after.
Yeah, you know, with Doom, it's just move to the next corridor and continue kicking ass.
Oh, hey, wait, is that the tower out there that we were looking at, or
Nope.
no? Never mind.
That's the Death Star core, I believe.
Oh, okay.
All we have to do is fly the Millennium Falcon in there and shoot the things around the corners, and then eventually it'll collapse on itself.
Could also be the giant reactor from Phantom Menace,
Ah, yes.
whatever that was supposed to be for. I don't know why you'd have a giant reactor under a palace, but
Why did they
whatever.
label it Weak Spot? Oh, hello.
Ooh,
This'll be
okay,
a good
so-
place to leave off after we're done with them.
So, first boss battle, huh?
Oh, no.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, boss
is-
battle.
Oh, maybe not.
That guy was just a chump. Oh, here we go. Come here, you.
Yeah, I really was kind of hoping we'd run into the Cyber Demon, but I'm sure they're holding that in reserve till closer to the end.
Oh, shit, he's back.
Well, alright. Double trouble.
What do you think you're doing? Okay, I'm gonna need to move around and look for health, I guess. Turns out this is an actual fight.
You got overconfident when you blew him away too quick.
Yeah, you know I did. Hey, look, I'm at quad damage again. Hooray!
And quarantine lifted. Yeah, that'd be a good time to use the rocket launcher. Oh, he took that Hell Knight out.
Quad damage with a rocket launcher. Yeah, that'll do it.
Most of your health, too.
I do not feel harm.
A slight Mars breeze.
I do feel
or
harm.
That.
I do feel harm. Nick, I am harmed.
Well, you ragdolled really weird.
Just a little bit. Oh boy. I wonder how effective chainsaws are against these guys.
Probably not very.
One way to find. Oh, they're gonna start me back here, huh? Well, there's one way to find out, Nick. There's one way to find out.
All right.
What the fuck do you want, boy? Oh, it's real effective. It
What?
was real effective.
What? That's ridiculous.
That's right, it is.
So that's how the final boss is going to go down too. One quick chainsaw.
Oh, I'm out of
gonna be
fuel
like-
though. You can only
I
you
see.
can only do that trick once.
I'm going to say you're going to be fighting like the demonic Megazord. Just going to go after it with your chainsaw. Don't forget your quad damage.
Did you see where I picked that up, by the way?
It was somewhere up on. It was around that inner, like behind the reactor.
Oh shit! Oh shit! I'm gonna make him eat himself. Come here, big boy.
Is it a good idea to have a fight in a place like this?
It can't be a bad idea.
I mean, I would try to fire the enemy. I'd try to keep Doom Guy out of the reactor, not expose it to constant fire and rockets. Oh,
Well,
wait, it's a video game, not a documentary.
I was gonna say you're clearly not the big bad of a video game.
Yeah.
Hey, quad damage is back.
Okay, so you have to
but
go
do
up
I
that
still
ladder.
need it? You bet I do.
Yeah, he's got his flamethrower there. Oh, he did.
Sure did.
There were a few of those guys in here then.
Yeah, there were. They don't just throw one at you to start. Oh, look. Look who it is. It's my good old buddy.
Ah, the Revenant.
It's okay. He just had a grenade dropped on his head.
Well, he's alright, though.
Revenant. Fucking stop. Dude, I'm doom guying pretty hard right now.
Yeah, the only thing stopping this from being perfect is not having to be...
Oh my god, the BFG. That'll show up eventually. And when it
Again,
does-
I'm going to assume they're going to drop that about Cyber Demon time, maybe a little sooner. Or maybe during that fight.
There we
Rex,
go.
did you throw this ball at me? We got Rex these glow-in-the-dark tennis balls for his birthday party last week, and
Dog birthday party. I love it.
hey, he's my kid, alright? He turned 2 years old, that's a milestone. Also, I want an excuse to grill burgers, but anywho. So, I'll walk upstairs in the middle of the night, and all of a sudden I just see Rex standing in this dark hallway with this evil red tennis ball illuminating his face.
Of course.
Hello? I'm the dog devil.
Nick, what am I doing right now?
I'm not sure. Maybe they're giving you a good view of the reactor to shoot it?
There we go.
Nothing?
Oh, that did nothing. I just tossed a grenade right down the center of it. It did nothing.
There's something moving over there.
There's body armor here.
Yeah, might as well pick that up.
Okay.
Maybe you gotta lift all these?
Oh, some ammo.
Well, this would have been useful earlier.
Get the ammo back that I spent. More armor.
Don't tell me this is a puzzle.
I don't think it's a puzzle. I think I'm just
Maybe-
stupid. Do I have to shoot it?
Oh, wait. What's...
Oh!
Huh.
I was supposed to ride that.
And you sent all of them up without you.
No! Okay, fuck it. I never claimed to be a smart man, Nick. God damn it, now how do I get them to come back?
Just pick one and stand under it till it comes back down. That one's coming down.
Yeah, except I elevated the platform to get to it, so you see my conundrum here. How do I get to you?
What a weird situation to be in.
You know what? Next time on Play the Hits, we're gonna find our way up there.
A way up.
A way up. Actually, I'm gonna try this one more time. Nothing.
Maybe you need to cast yourself into Mount Doom.
You know what? If I would just... Oh, okay, never mind. Nick, we'll see you next time on Play the Hits.